Hello, everyone.
Yes, hello.
Hi, are you Joseph Mawa, right?
Yes, I'm just a Mawa.
Yes, Joseph Mawa. Great to see you. And here is
Uh,
Rafa, right? Rafa Mustafa.
Rufai, Mustafa.
Rafa, right? Glad to meet you, Rafa.
It's
Um,
nice meeting.
yeah. And yeah, we are on time, so the meeting should start here. Let's see how many writers are coming. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. So eight. Um, and yeah, so I believe the more tech writer will join us, but we will not wait them. Let's start our meeting here. So I believe most of you have already read our meeting notes. I have shared my desktop here. So we will follow our meeting agenda and uh, yeah, we will follow our meeting agenda. Here is our Wechaty community meeting to welcome our great Google Season of Talks tech writers. It's all of you. So I'm very glad to know you through this Google Season of Talks. And according to our check-in, we will have 20 attendees here, so we can see all the writers' name list here, and our agenda. We can see the agenda here, and I can see some of you have already opened this Google Docs on your computer, and I strongly suggest that we should open this meeting notes when we have this meeting, because we can just type in what we think. And if you want to ask any questions, and if you have any notes want to share to all of us, please feel free to just leaving your notes like this. Just have your name here and say something, hello, or so something like this. So please feel free to add anything you think you want to share. And so we have our first agenda here. It's just I will introduce myself to all of you. So my name is Huan. The full name is Li Zhuo Huan. It's just a Chinese name, but you can just call me Huan. And I'm the creator of Wechaty. Um, I'm also a Google machine learning developers expert, and I'm a Microsoft artificial intelligence MVP, and I'm also a chatbot Tencent valuable professional from Tencent, which Tencent is the company of who owned the WeChat in China. Uh, the Chinese name is Tengxun, right? And my job is doing some angel investment in China. Actually, I'm living in Beijing, and if any of you have any chance to come into Beijing in the future, please feel free to contact me, and welcome to visit our office. Like many of the chatbot developers and the companies, they work, and we always have event together here. I'm also the books author. Recently I have published books like one book is named The Chatbot from Zero to One. So this book um, I also the author of this book is also the creator of Wechaty. As you know, there's another mentor named Ray. She's right here, and she will have an introduction for all of you right behind me. I also have another book named is Consys TensorFlow 2. It's a machine learning book. So yeah, so here the last is my LinkedIn. So please feel free to learn me more from this link. And so I'd like to the co-author, co-creator of the Wechaty, Ray. Please introduce yourself here. Okay, great.
Hello.
Hey, so here's Ray. He's open her the microphone.
Okay. Hi, everyone. This is Rui. My name is Li Jiarui, and I'm the co-creator of Wechaty. Also, the reason why I contribute a lot to Wechaty because 5 years ago, and I built a dance community, and I have a lot of dance fans. And in order to manage all of the people who learn the dance tutorial from us, so I need to manage my dance community. So that's why I did a lot of things in Wechaty, and and then I built my company. My company is called GSoD, and our product is fully based on Wechaty. We build social CRM customer relationship management tools for companies, for a lot of big companies. Maybe something like Intercom for WeChat, and we are our product something like Intercom for WeChat, and all of the product based on Wechaty. Also, I'm the Microsoft AI MVP, and here is my introduction in our meeting notes. And also, I have a tutorial teaching people how to build chatbot from 0 to 1 on Baidu. There is a chatbot platform to teach to help developers to build chatbots easily, called Baidu Unit, and I teach developers how to build chatbot from 0 to 1. And for this reason, I wrote a book with Huan about chatbot from 0 to 1. And here's my introduction. Thank you.
Okay, great. Thank you, Ray, for the introduction. And so, sorry,
Hi, my name is Rohitesh.
hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Great. So, yeah, so Jain, your name is Jain, right?
My name is Rohitesh. Jain is my family name.
Okay, great. So, next we will have an introduction agenda for everyone, right? So let's begin. And I can see here we already have the Rafael. He put his name here, but here we can see we have. Next, we will have all of us to introduce everyone, but please keep the introduction in around 30 seconds because we have lots of people here. And I'd like to use this list to as the order to all of us introduction. So where is how to spell Rohitesh?
Rohitesh.
Rohitesh, right? Yeah, great. Yeah, please go ahead.
I'm a programmer, fitness freak, open source contributor, adaptable, swift learner, smart, get things, and at the end of the day, recently recovered from COVID and hence a pandemic survivor as well. Well, honest about my business and definitely not a quitter. Well, that's it for 30 seconds.
Okay, great. So, Jaya Gupta.
Uh, Hello everyone, my name is Jaya Gupta. I'm a third year informational technology student currently pursuing my BTech from HMR Institute of Technology and Management. I have learned various programming languages such as Python, C, C++, and Java, Django, machine learning, deep learning, and currently doing some projects on machine learning and deep learning, and found your project way more interesting because it helped me to learn about how to create chatbots from 0 to 1. I just found it interesting. I guess that's it for 30 seconds.
Okay, thank
Hello.
you, Jaya. So next, Vasvi Sood.
Vasvi Sood. Thank you. My name is Vasvi Sood. I'm a sophomore at NIT Hamirpur. I'm pursuing my bachelor's degree in electronics and communication engineering. Story writing has always been my favorite hobby. For me, combining technology with my writing abilities is a natural match. So I think I will be able to contribute to this project in a very efficient way. Thank you. That's it.
Okay, thank you, Vasvi. So Ahmed Istan. So if he's not here, we can skip to Sajen Sarvajith K.
Yeah.
Please correct me. Yeah.
I am Sajen Sarvajith. Sarvajith is my family name.
Great.
Okay. Hi all. I am Sajen, majoring in computer science and engineering from India. I have worked on projects like LSTM, RNN, and NLP, and GraphNets, and other deep learning algorithms. I have did documentation work for these projects. I'm also familiar with full stack development. Currently, I'm interested studying and working about quantum machine learning and quantum gates by using TensorFlow Quantum as well as IBM Q-State. That's it about me. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. So the next Somi Bardhan.
Yeah. Hi everyone, I am Shobi Bardhan. I am a CS junior at IIIT Kalyani, India. I am a deep learning dev and also a technical writer. I have been in open source and contributed to SymPy as a part of a season of docs. And I have been a part of SymPy ever since. I really love contributing in open source and found the concept of Wechaty really interesting. And I'm excited to be a part of the Wechaty community this year. Thank you.
Thank you. So the next is Jaiswal.
Yeah, Abhishek. Yeah, it's actually correct. Good evening, everyone. My name is Abhishek Jaiswal, and I am a sophomore student from IIIT Bhubaneswar, India. And I have been writing technical blogs, articles, documentation for more than 8 months. Now I have also been appointed as the technical writer at Analytics Vidya and their tutorials on Medium. And currently, I am also a Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador, and I am currently collaborated with my mentor at Microsoft Learn in improving the doc. Thank you.
Okay, great. Thank you. So the next, Simin Liao, right?
Yeah. Hello. My name is Simin in Chinese. You could call me Vicky if it's hard to pronounce. Yeah, but I prefer my Chinese name actually. I have a bachelor degree in literature and linguistics from National Taiwan University, which is the most prestigious university in Taiwan. Currently, I am a full-time technical writer from a semiconductor company called ASML. It is based in the Netherlands with almost 30,000 employees around the globe. My expertise falls on documented in a project coordination. So this year, I hope I will be working with all of you as a volunteer to support other writers. Hope we could create fantastic documentation for Wechaty and a friendly working environment together. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Simin. So next is Shwetal Soni, right?
Yeah, Shwetal Soni. Hi everyone, I'm Shwetal Soni from India. Currently, I'm in second year pursuing BTech from computer science, and my field of interest are UI UX, front-end web development, and recently I've started developing interest in technical writing also. I'm really excited to be a part of this program. Thank you.
Excuse me, I couldn't introduce myself. So shall I?
Sorry?
I couldn't introduce myself. I just had some internet issues, so I had to quit and rejoin.
Okay, so do you want to introduce yourself now?
Okay, my name is Ahmed Isam. I study at I'm from Egypt. I study computer engineering. Currently, I am in my third year. I have experience in web development, React and Node.js. I like blogging about React, and I'm applying for how to guide the project. Thank you all.
Okay, thank you. So the next is Mukosa Joseph Mawa.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, please go ahead.
Hello everyone. I'm delighted to be here. My name is Joseph Mawa Mukosa. I come from Kampala, Uganda. If you don't know where that is, it is in East Africa. Basically, I'm a technical writer. I'm also a web developer. Before deciding to become a web developer, I was a teacher. I studied physics at undergraduate. I taught physics for some time before switching careers to web development. I'm a technical writer, I'm a web developer, and I'm an open source contributor. I'm delighted to be here and happy to meet all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Joseph. So next is Rafai Mustafa.
Yes. Hello, everyone. My name is Rafai Mustafa. I am based in Lagos, Nigeria. I am a software engineer. I write Python and JavaScript. And these days, I build mobile applications in Kotlin. I am a technical content creator. I create content for platforms like LinkedIn Learning, Utiva, and Torilo Academy. I am very good with creating technical content and teaching content. I look forward to working with everybody here to simplify the Wechaty tutorials and bringing it to the global audience. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Rafai. So the next is Souvik Biswas.
Yeah, Souvik Biswas. So hi everyone, I am Souvik Biswas, currently pursuing BTech degree in Computer Science and Engineering from IIT Kalyani in India. I am a freelance technical writer of Code Magic and Log Rocket blog and a passionate mobile developer. I have worked on over 70 plus technical articles which are published on various platforms, including Medium, Code Magic blog, and Log Rocket blog. And apart from that, I have also worked on 2 ebooks which are published under Code Magic. I am also part of my university research group, which is working on post-quantum encryption schemes and blockchain. And I'm excited to be a part of the Wechaty Global Season of Dogs. Thank you.
Thank you, Souvik. So the next is Shraddha Prasad.
Yes, that's Shraddha Prasad. Yeah. Hello. Hello, everybody. I'm Shraddha Prasad. I am a 2020 BTech graduate in Computer Science and Engineering from JSS Bangalore. And currently, I'm a full-time employee at American Express. And I have also previously been technical writer at Girl Script Foundation and Global Cert Singapore. That's it about me. Thank you.
Thank you. So next is Aniruddha. Sorry. So please go ahead. Are you here? Aniruddha. TPVS here? No. Okay. So let's skip to the next. Please, Chris Estepa.
Hello, everyone. I'm Chris Estepa. I'm currently working as a technical writer here in Manila, Philippines. This is, if ever I'm accepted, this is the first time that I joined GSWD 2021. Hoping to work with you all.
Yeah, great. Thank you, Chris.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes. So the next is Koshambi Shama. So are you here, Shama? Yeah. So if not here, let's skip to David Atanda.
Yeah. Yeah, my name is David Atonda. Yeah, that's how it's pronounced. I'm a front-end engineer. I write JavaScript, and I use Vue mainly, and I focus mainly on writing tutorials for technical writing. I build projects and I describe how they work. I've written for blogs like CSS Tricks, Smash Magazine, and Log Rocket. I'm currently working on my tutorial with Educative presently.
Okay, thank you, David. So the next is the last one is Anab Saha.
Yeah, hello. This is Arnab Saha. I'm from India and currently pursuing my bachelor's in electronics and communications from NIT Hamidpur. I'm self-taught web developer and graphics designer. I'm very glad to meet you all and hope to contribute to the landing page of Wechaty. Thank you very much.
Okay, great. So we have all our tech writers introduce ourselves except two. Yeah, welcome everyone, and it's my pleasure to know you through this great Google season of talks.
Hello everyone. Hello. Yeah, I missed the edit the agenda notes by mistake. So can I introduce myself? I didn't
Yes.
fill the agenda.
Sorry. What?
Yeah, I missed to edit the agenda notes, like meeting notes. My name is not there in that list.
Okay, so please go ahead to introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name is Rajiv. I'm a third year engineering student. I'm ex-Citizen of Doc student with gRPC Gateway, and I'm looking to be a volunteer this year. And I'm also open source enthusiast, and I'm a maintainer code reviewer at Tesseract Coding. And my interest lies in open source and algorithms. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. So yeah, that's great. So we only have one absence writer not here, so we can go ahead with our following agendas. So our first agenda have successfully finished, and here's some of our writers have introduced their self with Rafael. So let's continue to the second one, which is to introduce how we can use our meeting notes to organize our meeting for better communication. Here we have some ATMs. Please read them. And the last one is just let's practice. So for better communicating, I'd like to suggest when we want to ask something or comment something, please just leave your comments in this meeting notes. So let's just practice under this idiom. Could we just put your name and put something under here and just let practice to use these meeting notes together. So after most of us have leave some comments here, we can continue our agenda. I want to make sure all of you can comfortable to use this kind of comments. Yeah, please feel free to leave something here. Yeah, it's just like I can leave something here is hello or yeah, it's some kind of okay, great. So we are all start to practicing, and because we are too many people, so here the format of the docs have a little issue, but that's not a problem. I just make sure everyone can just leave what you want to say at here. Please just feel free to play with this idiom, and I will yeah, I will continue to our next agenda. And here we have some links for you because most of you have already read the Wechaty documentation, read some source code. And here I'd like to share you, this is 3 slides on Google Docs. So if you want to learn more about the Wechaty from the 2016, this is the beginning of the Wechaty. I have a slide for what I think 4 years ago. And here, this slide is created by Ray. And this slide has introduced the open source Wechaty, lots of the our open source information here. And this one is created by me just in last month. We have lots of blogs and some of new information here. So please feel free to read these slides if you want to learn more about Wechaty. And here we have our Google System of Code link, which is we have already read. And here have some community links like Gitter, like Stack Overflow, YouTube. You can find lots of videos on YouTube. You can see lots of very old photos in our photo album. This is our meeting notes, right? We have used this for our community meetings. And you can learn more from Wechaty community. So if anyone have questions till now, you can please add your questions here. And I'd like to answer the questions and we can discuss based on our meeting notes. So here a question is, tech writers are supposed to commit every workday, but what will be the working days? So I think the question is not working days, right? I think it's okay because if you want to contribute to Wechaty, I believe you should follow what you think you're most comfortable to contribute. If you think everyday commit is comfortable to you, you can commit every day. And if you think it's comfortable to you to commit every the other day, it's okay. And if you believe you can commit every week, for example, create a pull request every week and make your work, and you can make your work great. That's also acceptable, I believe. So it's not a problem as soon as you can make our documentation to be great. So it's not a strict requirement. And there's another question is, does Wechaty work with WhatsApp? Yes, of course, absolutely. You can find WhatsApp support in our docs, and you can run. Actually, our quick start, our quick start has this tutorial as well. You can just play with it. And the third question is if someone is living in Asia, will they have more chance to be chosen? No, I don't think so. Actually, in this meeting, we have lots of positions because in this season of dogs, I'm very happy to thank you all for the sending the proposal, and we have lots of tech writers here. So we are trying our best to make more tech writer can contribute and can be chosen in our season of docs. And yeah, so I believe I have answered the 3 questions. If you have any more questions, you can send the email to our mailing list as well. So let's continue to the fourth agenda about our project. So our project in Google Season of Docs, we have originally we have one project is to enhance, to make our tutorials better, which is here is our primary project is to build our tutorials, which the budget is $500 here. So this project will be our primary project. Besides the primary project, we have 4 secondary projects. Our 4 secondary project is first one is to reconstruct Wechaty homepage, to reconstruct Wechaty homepage with value propositions. I have some examples here, and I have also this link is a blog post written by me. I have tried my best to explain what I think for our landing page. And the second one of our secondary project is this introduction and explanation. So if you have already read our docs, you can you must know we have 2 main menu, which is one is introduction and the other is explanation. So these 2 menu we have put them together as our second project here, and the budget is $100. And the third one is our how-to guides. It is also a menu in our docs. So the how-to guides project is has budget $100. And the last one is our reference. The reference is also our docs menu, is one menu. The budget is $1,000. So we have our 4 secondary projects here with the total budget, I believe is $400 budget. And I'd like to say our docs is following the documentation system. The documentation system you can find no, not here. Yes, you can find here. The documentation system here has it's very great. I'd like to recommend everyone here, if you want to write good documentations, you should watch this talk. It's the 40 minutes talk, and they also have a very great doc site to explain everything. Our Wechaty documentation is following this documentation system. So which means secondary understand the documentation system. So this is our projects, and we also have 3 volunteers budget. So I believe we will need 1 to 3 volunteers for our Google season of docs to help our tech writers to make sure everything is on track, and we have the weekly meetings, and we can make the process smooth as possible. We can have our weekly blog post for recording the process, the status of our process, and we can have our monthly evaluation and the final report draft our final report, and other because we have lots of tech writers, the style of our tech writers, how to make sure the work from all of us can be a system of a whole, something like that. And so here we have some proposals from Rohitesh Kuma and from Vicky, and they all have proposed some rules here, and I believe it's great. It will be great help for our community to have our documentation system to be can be smooth from lots of tech writers in the following months. And So you can read them from our meeting notes. I will not read them
I have a
here.
question, please.
And okay, please go ahead. What's your question?
Can we still apply like a volunteer? I have applied like a technical writer, but I wonder if I can still apply for as a volunteer.
Sorry, but your I believe the internet connection is not good for you. Could you please just put something like to here, and we can read the text, and so I can make a clear answer to you. You? Okay. Please add the question to here if any of you have any questions, and I will go back later to answer these questions. For now, I will explain the tips here. The first one is I noticed that almost all of our tech writers have follow our current structures, which I believe our current structure is not best practice. So we should plan to build a better structure for our docs website instead of just reuse our current structure. And the second one is please notice that the Wechaty have lots of language support from last year. So our docs website have very very few docs for the polygram Wechaty. So I want to improve them, improve other languages as well as TypeScript or JavaScript version. And the third one is I have already talked. The documentation system is our Wechaty docs follow. So please follow this. Make sure you watch this and read the docs website. The last one is a little tricky. I'm not. It is not decided finally, but I'd like to share this. Share what I thought with all of you. Is that our budget? I think if we have a collaboration with others, which means we have a team. I'd like to split the budget to two parts. The two part is so let's say we have two part of our budget, which the part one is the base budget, and the second one is performance budget. So the base budget, I believe it will be 17 or 18% of the total budget, and the performance budget will be the left. It's 20 to 30, right? Of the total. So we will get if anyone gets selected, we will get the base budget finally. And if we have a team, I believe for a team we must have different performance, right? I want to after the project has been finished, I want to get evaluation inside from the team, right? If you have two person, to make it clear and easy, if we have two person here, and I believe I make it simply, it's like you can just calculate here and just A and B, right? So it's how to say, it's like XX and YY, right? It's just a vote by the team and split the budget from your vote. So yeah, so this is the performance. I try to explain it clearly to you, and if any of you have any questions, please feel free to add some questions in these meeting docs, and I will try to make it better. And so go back to the question here, and can I still apply as a volunteer? I think if you want to, you can apply, because any tech writer who have sent a proposal before our deadline, which our deadline is, I believe it's April 30, right? It's before May. Any tech writer have already sent a proposal before our deadline. Your name will be on our tech writer list. This tech writer will have the rights to apply any position here. So that's my answer. So if you did not send a proposal, I believe it's I did. Yeah. Sorry, you have sent a proposal. So yes, of course, please send a proposal today, okay? Because after this meeting, we will have to choose something. But if you can send your proposal early, and if your proposal is really great, I believe we can consider to accept. But I think it's very hard for us to have this selection in this very limited time. Yeah, so please send a proposal if you like to our mailing list, and I'd like to read it. And if you have any question, please just contact me from our mailing list or Gitter. That's all okay. Okay. So let's continue. And here we have the proposals. And again, thank you all of you for sending proposals to our Wechaty community. And lots of our proposals is really great. And I'd like to have you all for our Wechaty community to join to participating in our Google season of docs. And so the following is our proposals. We will going to discuss some voting. The voting here is very simple, because we have to choose and make a selection. At the maximum, we can have 2 tech writers for 1 project, which means we have to select. And here we have a voting rules. You can read. If any of you want to want to collaborate with other people's in our list here, in the following list, please add your names under his name, under the writer's name, and we will try to see which tech writer is most suitable for this position, and so we can, based on this information, we make the final selection. So the primary project, which is our tutorial, right? Through the Google form, we have get the top 3. The top 3 tech writer which gets the lots of votes from all of you is the Souvik has get 12 votes, and the Shwetal Soni get 10 votes. Yeah, so the Mukosa Joseph Mawa get 9 votes. So I'd like to actually my plan is to have these 2 tech writers together to have to let them build our tutorials. So I want to invite Souvik and Shwetal Soni. Could you please use 1 minute to introduce your proposal, and let us know if you want to collaborate with each other. So could we start from the Souvik first?
Yeah, so let me share my proposal.
Okay, Souvik, please introduce your proposal for about 1 minute and let us know if you'd like to collaborate with those names like Shwetal, Soni, and Mukosa Joseph Mawa. Please go ahead.
So should I share my screen? Like I have prepared a small presentation.
Share screen? Yes, of course, of course. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. I hope it is visible.
Yes, your presentation is okay.
Yeah, okay. So the proposed work for the tutorial was to improve the tutorial structure and make it more beginner friendly and provide a step-by-step guide so that users can learn by doing things. So I have prepared this structure for the each of the pages of the tutorial section. Like they will have first of all introduction section, which will include the goal of the tutorial. Like I think the current tutorial doesn't have a specific goal that we want to achieve through by going through the tutorial. Then we have the try out the bot section where we will have the code sandbox, that is the interactive code sandbox where the users can try out the bot quickly. And we have the requirement section where we will have the tools for the tutorial that are required for the users to have installed on the system. Then we have the users section, which will have a small code snippet, which will like contain a brief description of the whole tutorial, like for the users who do not want to go through whole of the step-by-step guide. Then we might have a video tutorial, which is optional I have kept, which I think can be discussed with the community members and decided later. Then I have the getting started guide, which will set up the development environment for the user and get them ready to build the bot. And in the building the bot section, there will be step-by-step guides for building the bot. And at the end, there will be a code sandbox with some to-dos there to the users can try the bot themselves to build and run it on the code sandbox, like without installing anything on their system locally. Then we have the running the bot section, which are the commands to run the bot locally on their system. And then we can have a bot demonstration where we may like put the commands that can be used inside that bot, and with some screenshots or GIFs of the bot running on a physical device. Then we can have a conclusion and references section, which will include further links to help the users to like better understand the tutorial. So the project goals are like we will have a complete step-by-step instruction.
Sorry, Souvik. Could you please quickly introduce your proposal? Because I believe we have limited time and lots of agenda here. So if you can finish your presentation in the next 1 minute, I believe it will be great so that we can continue.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so like the project goals will be step-by-step instruction in all the tutorial pages and code sandboxes with the screenshots. And I think we can have the polyglot Wechaty included in the getting started section with multi-language bots. And for the cheat sheet, I have described a structure here, which you can see in my proposal as well. Yeah, so thank you.
Okay, great. Thank you, Souvik. I believe your proposal from the Google Docs is really good. So let's see. So the next Shwetal, Soni, could you please also present your proposal for 1 to 2 minutes? And if you like, you can share your screen.
Yeah, I'll be sharing the screen first. Is it visible?
It it says you just started. Oh, it's okay. I can see your screen.
Okay, so yeah, I've gone through the documentation that is currently for Wechaty, and I found some of the flaws with it, like it is messed up. The quick start is also under the getting started drop down. I wasn't able to find it. Like the quick start is a place where the beginners will head over, so it should be highlighted so that they can easily find it when visiting the documentation first time. And also the main thing here which I would like to propose is to create a tutorial series like we have in Django for creating your first Django app. So we can do the same for Wechaty also. Like I have proposed the structure here, like when firstly there will be overview section, and if the person visiting it is on beginner level, then he can either jump over to running on Gitpod, Google Cloud Shell. These are the links. Like I have also already pushed my PR regarding this. Like I've linked these things so that they can directly jump over to these pages. Then there will be quick start section, under which there will be a separate section for running on Gitpod, Google Cloud Shell, and locally. Unlike now, it is presented on the same page, so it's very difficult to differentiate which is under which section, and there is a possibility that we miss some important point. So yeah, quick start should be divided into 3 different sections. Then the main thing I have proposed is tutorial series, guiding the user to create his own first chatbot from scratch. So under from scratch, there will be overview section, then installation, and under tutorial where he will get started, there will be a create bot divided into certain steps. Then we can, once the user has learned like how to create a bot, beginner level understanding he's got, then he can jump over to like adding some more features to it, like dealing with the messages, processing files, and writing tests. And this was the tutorial series that you can. And also following Souvik's proposal, I found out that the code sandbox thing was would be really helpful in my tutorial series that I have proposed. Like whatever the user is seeing on, like whatever the steps, he can code it side by side. So yeah, it ensures like they learn by doing, which is very much required for the tutorial thing. And after that, if possible, we can include video tutorials too. Right now I found out that only Chinese tutorials are there, and moreover going through YouTube video, I found out one comment even like please provide the tutorial in English too. So yeah, it is widely spoken, and I believe other than Chinese tutorial should also be provided. And once the user has got a basic level understanding about Wechaty, he can jump over to the advanced topic that will be under a separate section. So yeah, that is overall what I have prepared.
Okay, thank you, Shwetal, Soni. So have you finished? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Great. So yeah, so here from our Wechaty organization, I'd like to ask you two the following question. So please, the Souvik and the Shwetal. So if you two would like to collaborate with each other, I'd like to ask you two to put your name under the other's name so that I can see the confirmation from you two. And we want to consider, so you two will be the first candidate to be selected as our primary project. So would you like to collaborate with each other?
Well, actually, I had like I had been like collaborating with Shomi with like creating the code sandboxes. So like I had informed you before, earlier also, like we had been like working on the structure and the code boxes together. So like if you can like consider that, like
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I know you want to collaborate with Somi, and apart from our Wechaty community perspective, we want to. I believe you and the Shwetal Soni, the both of your proposal is very great, and they all are the requirement from our community. We believe if you two could be team up and collaborate with each other will be great. And for Somi, I think if you want to work with her, maybe you can share your work with her, which is you can feel free to share your work. But from Wechaty community perspective, we really want to you and the Shavita Soni, you two, if you two could collaborate with each other, we believe we can get the best Wechaty tutorials. So what do you think?
Like, okay, like I am open to collaborate with Shwetal. Like, I have, I do not have any problem with that. Like, if it is a community decision, like I was like proposing that because like I was collaborating with Xiaomi like past like 2 months for like doing the peers and stuff, and we had got like the idea of how the documentation is structured, and like we had done a few peers improving that. So that's why, like, it is a decision up to the community, I guess.
Yeah, from the community, we'd like to the first choice for us would be you and Shwetal. Shwetal, Soni, would you like to collaborate with the Souvik?
Yeah, I really want to collaborate with Souvik. This was like looking at his proposal, I found him like he's very well experienced with technical writing, and apart from contributing to Wechaty, I really want to learn also, and I know that I can learn from him a lot. So I really want to collaborate with him.
Okay, so if you agree to collaborate with the Souvik, could you please put your name under the Souvik's name? Like,
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, and Souvik, if you would like to agree to collaborate with Shwetal Soni, could you please put your name under the Sony name as well?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, great. So for the Mukosa Joseph Mawa, and your proposal is really great too. And but because if we can have Souvik and Shwetal Soni to work on our tutorials, I'd like to talk with you later for the secondary projects. So do you want anything to say, Joseph Mawa?
Yes, thank you, Juan. I'm really delighted about the transparency you have put in the process. I appreciate it. I've read the technical proposals for the main writers. They're very good. I believe they will do a very good job in writing the tutorials. I urge all of us who have not been selected for the main project to try as much as possible to help. You know, I've read through most of the proposals, and I believe each one of us has a very good idea. We can help each other to make the tutorial better, so that when you go out there, you will say, I contributed to that project and be proud of it. So thank you so much for the process, and I appreciate the effort you've put in. I would like to congratulate the two for being selected, for being the main technical writers, and I wish all of them the best. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So let's go ahead and to see the secondary projects. And for our primary project, I believe if there's nothing unexpected, the final selection will be made later, and I'd like to select the Souvik and the Shwetal. So yeah, so but this is from our meeting here. This is not the final decision. Okay, but we will try to make our best selection later. So let's go ahead with our secondary project proposal. It's great for our community, and thank you all for submitting these proposals for our secondary project. And this secondary project is also very important for our community because you know, besides the tutorial, we also have other kind of documentations. So the first one will be the most important one, as we can see, is our landing page. Actually, it's our website homepage, the wechaty.js.org. Currently, the page is very simple, so we need to improve the value proposition and add some good content and good photo images to our website to improve our new user. When our new user come to our website, they need to get the right information, and they need to do something to do some action, both good for us and for our users. So here we have I believe we have a great proposal from Sajen. So Sajen, I'd like to ask you to present your proposal here for around 2 minutes. Could you please share your screen and
Sure. Let me share my screen.
Yeah, great. Please go ahead.
Is my screen visible?
Yes, it's okay.
Yeah. So here's my proposal about the new landing page of Wechaty. So I think whenever users goes into some pages, whenever users goes into an organization or company, the first thing they see is the landing page. So I think the landing page of Wechaty is following a default page of the documentation system, but it can be improved a lot by my proposal. As you can see, my proposal approaches a set of goals. First, I'm going to set a campaign goal, then write a copy, and I have also gone through the I've gone to the blog post of the Huan, who it's really nice to see the what to say. Sorry, Juan, I didn't prepare to explain my proposal properly. Hello.
Hello. I can hear you.
Yeah. So can I go on?
Sorry.
Can I go on?
Yes, of course. Please go ahead.
Yeah. So I think whenever users goes into a landing page, whenever goes into an organization or company, the first thing they see is the landing page of any company or organization. It's one of the key features of to attract new members to the community or the company, basically a company. So to attract new users. So in online marketing, the main goal of them is to attract the visitors by keeping the landing page very attractive by adding many CTAs. For those who don't know what CTA is, call of action. It's like a small button with an attractive design and beautiful structure. So it's called as a CTA. It helps users to do some actions and do some works by explaining what is upcoming. By explaining, if you click that, what is upcoming to it. So my proposal actually explains how we are going to approach this landing page section. By first thing is that I'm going to set a campaign goal by discussing with Huan and the respective mentors of our community, then write a copy of a proposal before actually doing the landing page. Then we want to decide a headline as well as subheadings, and for the main key point is to focus on the benefits and keep it simple by explaining in a short and sweet manner what Wechaty actually does and what Wechaty is all about, on what is the benefits of Wechaty when compared to other market bots like NLP bots, famous NLP bots. When we want to compare this Wechaty bot, and we want to present the benefits in a small paragraph, in a small word, to the users to get more attention when compared to other of our competitors in our market, in this market. So next thing, we want to craft a better CTA. CTA is like a button. So when we click that, it moves on to action. Then we want to put appropriate images as well as some GIFs for colorful designs like this. We want to put in our homepage, and the main thing is that we want to add the voice of our customers as well as the developers of Wechaty, so that the new users can get to know the voice of our people. What to say, of our not our people, of our customers, of our existing customers. So by this we can improve the Wechaty. If you want to more detail, I have given link to my proposal in the agenda section. You can look to it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Sajen. I believe your proposal is really good. So let's share my screen. So for this project proposals, I would like to ask you a question that if you have been selected to do this job, do you prefer to finish it by yourself, or you'd like to select another writer that collaborating with you?
I will finish it by myself. It's not like a big job like our primary project, since it's a secondary project and it consumes less amount of time. Within 3 months I can finish it. I don't have any work within 3 months, so I can finish it. But if you or our community community board decides to add instruct me to collaborate with another technical writer, it would be great for me to collaborate with him, and I don't have any problem in collaboration.
Yeah, so thank you for your understanding for the community, because indeed I really want you to collaborate with another tech writer with you, which I believe it can help the community to have more people to be involved.
Yes. I also want to collaborate, but can I choose, or the community members will choose another technical writer for this project?
Yeah. Yes. So if I ask you to select another tech writer for the community to work with you, do you think this is okay for you?
Yeah, it's okay for me to have more number of people making help Wechaty landing page to grow more. It's okay for me to collaborate.
Yeah, that's great. So what I want you to do next is to I have a list already, the tech writers, and Soni, you can feel free to add your proposal link to here, because I have not do it before the meeting. So for the Sajen, have you read those proposals already, or you have not read them at all?
No, I have read the Shwetal Soni I think Soni's proposal, the second one proposal, but third, fourth, fifth, and sixth I didn't gone through. So yeah, since Shwetal is selected for a primary project, so I think I won't be able to collaborate with Soni. So I have Soni. So I have to go through next David and Jay Gupta's proposals one by one.
Okay, so if you want to collaborate with Sony, so here I'd like to ask Sony, do you want to would you like to collaborate with Sajen?
Yeah, I don't have any problem to collaborate with anyone. I can also work individually and can also collaborate with any of the selected members.
Yeah, but here has an issue that because the Sony you have
Primary
if there have
project. Yeah, Sony is selected for. I think Sony is selected for a primary project in collaboration
Yeah.
with Souvik. So
Souvik.
Yeah, in collaboration with Souvik for a primary project. Sony is collaborating with Souvik, I think so, for a primary project.
Yeah. So could you select another tech writer who has not been selected yet, so we have so we can have more tech writer involved with our community?
Can I choose now?
No. Of course not. So I believe you can choose this. How long do you need to make this selection?
At the end of this meeting, can I say you?
Sorry, when?
At the end of this meeting, can I say you?
Of course. So yeah, so please go ahead for your selection, and I will go to the following agendas. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. So Sajen, if you have any selection, could you please make your selection at here, like add some notes here for make your selection to be public to all of us, so that we can go back to read your selection before the end of our meeting. Could you please?
Yeah, sure. I will add the selected participant for me over here.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
Thank you. So the next is for our introduction and the explanation. And for this proposal, I believe the Joseph Mawa's proposal is really good. So Joseph Mawa, may I ask you to have a presentation for this project for around 2 minutes to on this meeting?
Okay, thank you. Let me share my screen.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, can you see my screen?
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay, this is my proposal for the introduction section of the Wechaty web page. So basically, the scope of this project is limited to improving the introduction section. As you already know, the tutorials will be written separately. So from my analysis, I came up with the following. I realized there are some content in the introduction which are not relevant, and there are some missing or incomplete pieces of information. Some explanations which have been provided are not comprehensive and are also incoherent. The section is also poorly structured. We have a lot of typos and grammatical errors. So basically, those were the issues I found after analyzing the introduction section. So after thinking through, the following is the purpose of the introduction section. To me, I think it should describe what Wechaty is to both a technical and a non-technical person, so that if somebody who has never heard of Wechaty before reaches the website and goes to the introduction section, what do you want that person to see? It should also describe what somebody can accomplish by using Wechaty. What business value can it add to somebody if that person decides to incorporate Wechaty in their business? And then it should also describe how a user can start learning Wechaty. It can link to the introduction, to the tutorial section, which is going to be worked on. So below is my approach to the project, and this is what I propose should be included in the introduction section. First of all, what is Wechaty? Here we shall be asking who are the people, companies behind Wechaty. First of all, how did it start? What is Wechaty in a very simple language? For example, I've seen in the current website when an explanation is being made about what Wechaty is. You see a lot of acronyms that somebody who is a beginner will not understand. So I believe in this section we must have a brief introduction to what Wechaty is in a very simple language, so that a technical and a non-technical person will understand. The second, who are the people, companies behind Wechaty, originally who created it, why was it created, what problem was Wechaty created to solve in the first place. And then we also need to include the history. How many versions have been released? Is it a stable version? In what version is it currently? Then the long-term vision and mission of Wechaty, because Wechaty is a technology. If I'm a businessman and I want to use Wechaty to solve a business problem, I need to be confident that there are people or companies who are behind Wechaty that will support me, rather than adopting a technology in your business 5 years down the road. Support has been dropped, so it is important to include the vision and mission of Wechaty in the introduction. Then we also need to ask ourselves, what can we do with Wechaty? What problems can an individual or a business solve by using Wechaty? And then it is also important to get testimonials from individuals or businesses that have used Wechaty before. We can also have this in the landing page, the companies that are using Wechaty or individuals that are using Wechaty as headline. But in the introduction, we can get testimonials. What are people saying about this software? That is very important. What have people achieved with it? Because it gives a sense of confidence. If company X used Wechaty to solve a problem, for somebody who is new, it will give that person morale and the motivation to go ahead and learn more about Wechaty. So I think it is very important to get testimonials, of course, positive ones, and put it there, much as we may have it on the landing page. I've also gone ahead to include an overall proposal on how the entire documentation should look like, which is up for discussion because I can't do this alone. This is what I've proposed, the entire documentation to look like. There are some things which, of course, shouldn't be here, but it is subject to discussion. First of all, I think it is important to start with the introduction, getting started with the Wechaty section. This because if somebody reads through the introduction, after the introduction, so what? A person may want to get started with Wechaty. How will that person get started? And then after getting started, what are the things that person is supposed to know? I think we need to have a section for main concepts in our documentation, so that somebody will be very familiar. For example, if you talk about IMS, what does it mean? When you talk about RPA, when you talk about SDK, what is a puppet? What are puppet providers? I think we need to have that section to explain some of the main concepts before somebody starts using Wechaty. Then after knowing those main concepts, somebody can go to the beginner tutorials. After, of course, completing beginner tutorials, the person may want to go to advanced concepts and advanced tutorials, and then plus the references and the Wechaty community. How do you contribute? Okay, these ones may not be in.
Sorry.
Yes, please.
Please, a little bit quicker. For example, finish the presentation in the following 1 minute, so that because we have limited time, so we need to take some time.
Okay, thank you. Let me conclude. Okay, I was saying this is the overall structure I'm proposing. Definitely, there are certain things that may not belong in the documentation, but they need to be on the Wechaty website. So this is subject to discussion. So basically, that is my proposal for the introduction section of the Wechaty website. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Joseph. It's great to have your proposal also here uh, for our secondary project. And sorry, so for our introduction and explanation project, I believe the Joseph Mawa, the proposal from Joseph Mawa is great. And so here, I would love to ask Joseph the same question. Uh, would you like to help the community to pick another tech writer who have not been selected yet to work with you for our introduction and explanation project? If you would like to do that, which one would you prefer to select? And of course, you can select them for now or later. Uh, would you like to?
Okay, thank you. Yeah, yes, I don't mind collaborating with another technical writer because I believe the more people you have collaborating, it is better for Wechaty because if somebody has been selected, it is more likely that that person will remain as a contributor to Wechaty. So I'm open to collaborating with other people who have not been selected. I've read some of the proposals, but I need to reread to understand it better. So probably I will need some time to make that selection.
Yeah. Okay. So I believe you need some time. So could you please just like Sajen and make your selection later before the end of our meeting? And I also noticed that, and I'd like to let all of us know, the following two projects. It's only we have only received a proposal from two tech writers. So I'd like to ask, have there anyone who have sent the proposal to these two projects, but your name have not listed here? If so, please feel free to add your name behind this project. And if there's no more proposal, which means these two projects have just two tech writer applied, which means I'd like to select these two tech writer and make you two for a team and collaborate together for our project. So the three?
Yes, so Vasvi Sood.
Yeah, Vasvi Sood. So please go ahead. What?
Okay, sure. I'll be sharing my screen.
Okay.
Okay. So this is my proposal for the how-to guides. So what I noticed was the how-to guides require a basic understanding of the tutorials part to have to go through the how-to guides. So I believe that we could add links to the section so that the users know very well that what do we expect them to know before reading the guides. Basically, the current, I would like to talk about the current state. These tutorials are hosted on the Wechaty website, and they're written using Doxeris system. Upon analyzing, I noticed it uses Markdown language. for writing the for all the tutorials. I believe we can include sandboxes for interactive for making those tutorials more interactive. We could add images, we could add video tutorials if time permits later on. Uh, this is the current structure for the proposed documentation, but as Huan mentioned, I believe these can be altered later on to basically to make it more user friendly. Basically, for all the terms that I read in the how-to guides, like what are IAMs, what are puppets, we could give a little more description about them before moving to the next pages. Okay, the project goals include building a step-by-step how-to guide without emphasizing on abstract concepts. So basically, we'll write the steps, we'll tell the users what they need to do without going into definitions of what basically the things are. This project, I believe, can be easily completed in 2 to 3 months.
Sorry, Vasvi.
Yes.
I believe the timeline we can skip it, and because I noticed that you both in two projects, which
Yes,
is the how to guides and the reference you both in the. So I have a question for you that if you because we want to involve more tech writer to our
yes,
community.
Hmm.
Yeah. So if you have to select one project to participate in, which one would you like to select? The how-to guide or the references?
I would like to go with the how-to guides.
Okay, so like to select how to guide. So I will remove you from the references. Is that okay for you?
Okay, sure.
Okay, great, great. So have you finished your presentation? If no, you can go ahead and finish it in the following 1 minute.
Okay, like I was just at the ending. So basically, I was saying that this project could be easily completed in 2 to 3 months. In the initial phase, I am planning on to hold meetings with the mentors and know what they exactly require from this project, understanding this project more, and then working out with the plan. Then basically, that's all. Thank you.
Okay. So th thank you, Vasvi. And it's great to have you for our How to Guides project. And so the next will be the Abhishek Jaiswal.
Yeah. Hello.
Sorry for your name spelling. So
No.
could you please have a presentation for your proposal for around 2 minutes?
Yeah, definitely.
Great.
So, hello everyone. This is Abhishek, and this is my presentation for how to guide structure. So, basically, why how to guide is important, because it is important because it guides us with the step-by-step process what we actually have to follow while going with the bots. So, what my project what my doc is like, it will contain the instruction on how to use the program, its features, and the inbuilt applications as well. And from the study, I got to know that on an average 45 to 50% of the students attends how to guide section. So you must know exactly how important the how to guide section must be. So moving towards the next, it was a previous section, like it was a previously section, like it contains overview, installation, creation of bots, listening events, dealing with the messages, managing contacts, managing rooms, making friends, processing file, and writing file. It was the previous section. And now with my new major section, I will be converting this all types to with this means, where we will be starting with how to guides that will contain this subsections like introduction, and then its various use cases, and then examples with images to excite people to use this image. And then it will contain the subsection like what will be covering up in this whole how to guide section, and the refer links to that. And we will also be adding the world's shortest chatbot in here and the voice of developers. Then we will be having the next section as installation, where we will be covering up the topic subtopics, that is requirements and the step-by-step installation with image. I am including image to every section so as to make it user interactive and enjoyable to the users. And then at last I will be adding test case to the installation. And then the next section is creation. In this, I will be adding the use section of the bots and the new sections of with example, that is for making them excited to use this bot and explaining them the various features and functions this bot can do. Then I will be covering the subtopics like creation of OSS bot and then RUI bot, Friday bots, and then at last with our awesome projects that we have on our channel. And then the next section will be the action with bots, that will be containing of all the subsections, that is listening bots, dealing with messages, managing contacts, making rooms, making friends, processing files, and writing tests. This all will be contained with different languages. Like here I will be adding some little introduction, some little like 1 to 2 lines, and then I will be adding up all the missing parts to the different programming language and the images with the step-by-step process. And then at last I will be adding up with the switching between the bots. I feel like this is the missing part with the how to guide section, and then I will be creating up the puppet section and then switching between the sections. And currently I'm going through this various channel with various websites like Polyglot, then Code Sandbox. I was thinking of to integrate this Code Sandbox with this how to guide section. And then I was making up with the Gitpod, and then finally the Wechaty how to guide reference website. That's all for my side, and I hope you like this new major changes that are going to be applied if selected with how to guide section.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Jaiswal. And so for our how to guys project. So we have Vasvi and Abhishek. You two have sending proposal. So I would love to ask you to would you two like to collaborate with each other to be a team for take this project together?
Yeah, I would love to collaborate with Vasvi. I just got to see his presentation. It was really nice and it was amazing when I believe that we can both together work and make this how to guide a more enjoyable and more interactive section topic.
Thank you. So how about you, Vasvi?
I really liked Abhishek's presentation. I liked his ideas, and basically they're very innovative. So I would love to collaborate with him.
Okay, that's great. So could you please write in our meeting notes in comments like I just showed here to write down you'd like to collaborate with the other, so we can confirm that you two can be a team for taking this project together.
Sure.
Sure.
Great. So, okay. So we have this how to guys, and the final project is our references. So our references, currently we only have one typewriter proposal left. So Shraddha, could you please have a presentation for your proposal for around 1 to 2 minutes?
Yeah, sure. I'll just share my screen.
Okay.
Is my screen visible?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah. So currently, when I saw the references page of Wechaty, I saw like it is like difficult to understand for the first time users, and also it's quite incomplete and abstract, and many of the information is in Chinese. So I would like to convert it into English so that many users can actually understand and start working with Wechaty. So the purpose of this references section would be the both technical and non-technical users must understand what actually Wechaty is and start using it. And also there are many technical aspects in the references sections. So I would like to make it more like understandable and easy to understand and start using it. So the current structure is like it has the API references and the polyglot and the Puppet providers and Puppet services. So I would like to add some extras for this. That is for the API references, I would like to add some of the use cases and also the code snippets wherever required, and also add the user classes uses, because I've seen it's quite less informatic. So I would like to add more information about this user classes. And the other is the polyglot. So I would like to add like more code snippet with easy to understand examples in different programming languages, so that first time users and others can also understand it better. And the next one is the Puppet provider. So this is something like we could first explain what is this Puppet and all that, and then we can create separate RPA models for all the instant messaging apps, that is TikTok or WhatsApp, and also add the necessary code snippets. And the last would be the Puppet services. So I would like to list down all the Puppet services offered by Wechaty in a more detailed manner. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, that's great. So thank you, Sarvajith. sorry for it's hard to spell for me.
That's okay.
Yeah, thank you for proposal for the reference. And because currently the references project have only one proposal left, and from the community perspective, we'd like to have another tag writer here. So here I'd like to ask Somi. Somi, because I know you you are very active to contribute to our community, and you have you have a very good proposal for the tutorials. But as you know, we have selected the tag writer for the tutorials, which you have not at our tutorials project. So I'd like to ask you if the references, we have another tag writer, we want to have another tag writer for the references. So Somi, may I ask you if whether you would like to join the references to team with Shraddha to make our references better? Would you like to? Somi, are you here? Okay, so Souvik, are you here? Hello, Souvik.
Hello.
Soni, yeah, I want to ask the Somi, not Sony, sorry.
Okay, yeah, okay.
So yeah, it's I want to ask Somi Bardahan. So Somi, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, great, I can hear you. So Somi, I have just want to know because you also have a very great proposal for our tutorials, but from the community perspective, we have other two tag writers for the tutorials, and now the references project, we need another tag writer for this project. So I want to ask you for that, if you want to contribute in the references project, so that you will be team up with Shraddha, and you will be one of the two tag writer of our references project. Would you like to join?
Yeah, I would like to join.
Okay, so that's great. So I will move you from the tutorial project Somi here, right? I will remove you from here to here, and so for our references project, we have two tech writers, and for the Sarvajith, would you like to team with Somi, and so that you can both work for our references project?
Yeah, sure.
Great. So I'd like to also ask you to just write down the agreement of both of you like to team up in our meeting notes, so that we can make sure that you will like to team with each other. Yeah, so Somi and Sarvajith, you can write down your name under the other's name, so that we can confirm that you two agree to team up with each other. Great. So we can continue for the volunteer proposals. We have volunteer proposals from Rohitesh, Jain, and Vicky, Liao, and yeah, as well as we have Rajiv and Ahmed Ihsan. So I believe the Rohitesh Jain, the proposal from Rohitesh Jain is really good, and he has good experience from the last year Google seasons of stocks. And I'd like to invite him to have a presentation about his proposal. So could you please share your screen and make the presentation for around 2 minutes, Rohitesh Jain?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. Hello, Jain. Can you share your screen?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah, so if you need some time, we can have Vicky first.
Oh, that will be fine.
Okay. So would you like to let the Vicky first, or we wait for you to be ready?
I am actually ready. I can share now.
Okay, great. Awesome.
I would like to skip to the roles and responsibilities section of my proposal to save everyone's time. Uh, I will take up these roles. I will organize weekly meetings with Wechaty meeting notes and make sure the meeting is on time and everyone is on the same page. I will publish blog posts about weekly meetings and also embed a link to YouTube videos. I will draft monthly evaluation case studies, final project reports, and other documents which will be required by Google. And I will give suggestions and feedbacks on the delivered documentation and review PRs within a decent time. I will proofread the documentation before giving a thumbs up to merge it. And I will also help or complete 3 follow-up surveys, which will be held in 2020-22. Okay. And I will read the existing documentation and will try to make my own chatbot on WhatsApp. so that I can see where the documentation is lacking, and based on my learning curve, I will suggest what else can be done to improve learning curve of new users. As I will myself be a new user to Wechaty, and I will make sure that the writers are following their respective timelines, and I will report to Huan if they are trailing behind. I will also help organization audit the performance of tech writers by watching their timelines and their quality of PRs. I am open to collaborate with other volunteers and org members. That's it from my proposal.
Okay, thank you, Rohitesh, Jain. And I really thank you for sending the proposal for the volunteer. Actually, I have no idea about if there will be anyone to sending a proposal for this volunteer position. So I believe your proposal is great, and I think we need this. We definitely need this help to organize the other things except the text the docs writing, right? And we also have a proposal from Vicky. And Vicky, could you please share your screen and have a presentation for around 2 minutes to share what you think about the volunteer job?
Sure.
Okay. Please go ahead to share your screen. Great.
Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay, so I have to state first, because at first I thought as a volunteer I will be working with Rohitesh, because I only saw his proposal at that time. So I proposed my statement based on collaboration with him, which means that if the duties are mentioned by him, by Rohitesh, I skip. And so I could also draft, and I also draft how we could work together. With I have talked with. I have sent an email to him. So if I'm going to work with more or other volunteers, we could talk about the workload, and I could modify my proposal later. So for this two part, I think first I will do the editing role for the documentation. I will make sure that the document follows the Google developer documentation style guide, including the format, syntax, and word choice. Yes, and also second, I will make sure that the technical instruction is understandable for novice. For anyone who is new to Wechaty, I will use I use the document and do it myself step by step as if I'm a user, and make sure that this instruction is doable and did not miss any part. And third, I will make sure that all the document structures are consistent. For example, if our first part is, we use the name for the first part is overview, I hope that everyone use the word overview instead of something like abstract. And also, I will make sure that the orders of the documents are the same. And also, I'll make sure that language is simple for the second language speaker. This part is really simple. Just I will make sure that that writers use common and straightforward words and don't write like an essay. And I will commit that I will edit the document within 3 days after receiving. And the second part, I will do the project, the document coordination, and manage each document. Make sure that every writer follows the document release schedule. And I will make sure that every writer knows the rules of Wechaty documentation and also their responsibilities. And the third, I'll collaborate with other volunteer. Other volunteer can be put into any name if it's not Rohitesh, and for the document release. Thank you. That's all for my proposal.
Okay, thank you, Vicky. Your proposal it's also great, and I believe the documentation style is really matter. So for our volunteer position, Actually, we have when we send the proposal to Google, we have 3 volunteer position. So for now, we have yeah, that's great. You two have already agreed to team up. That's great. And but we have another 2 tech writer, which I believe they are not be selected yet. So my suggestion, my suggestion would be because the Rohitesh, Jain, and Vicky, we have already talked a lot together. So for the 3rd volunteer, I mean, I don't know whether we need if we need another volunteer here. So could we? So may I ask you two to make the selection and make the decision about whether we need another volunteer for our Google Season of Docs, and if we need another volunteer, which one should be the 3rd one? I mean, because we have another 2 proposal for us. So what do you think for my 2 questions? The first one is, do you think we need the 3rd volunteer?
If I could say, yeah.
Yeah, Vicky, please go ahead.
Yeah, if I could say, because I have wrote some parts that Rohitesh haven't present, so I could ask if there's going to be the 3rd volunteer, what else do they want to do? Like, depends on what we have proposed already. What else they could commit to, and how could we collaborate? I want to ask them.
Yeah. I think we should learn more about this. So how about your opinion, Rohitesh?
I think we definitely need a 3rd volunteer, as I have experience of writing case studies and project reports, and I think it will be beneficial for the org if some experienced person writes them, because the success of the project doesn't depend upon the documentation written by the tech writers. It is the project report that decides whether the project has been successful or not, because the org will depend. The org will receive payments based on the final project report, not upon the work of the technical writers. So I believe writing case studies and project reports is an important part, and it should be taken seriously and should be given special attention.
Okay, so I understand, and my suggestion will be because Vicky and Rohitesh, you two have already teamed up. So could you please make this decision and the final decision if we need a new volunteer, which means who will be the 3rd? Could you please make this decision in the following day? With your new proposal, because I mean, before every text writer have their own proposal, and for now, because we have already teamed up, so we will need to merge our proposal for those who have teamed up from 2 proposal to 1 proposal, and we can maintain together. So could you please make this decision before, I mean, tomorrow, send the new proposal with the decision to the mailing list so that we can know who will be our volunteer team. Is that okay?
If I can interrupt, can we ask Rajiv and Amand to tell us what they want to do, or how we could collaborate together? Can we ask them first what they want to do and how we could share our workload? Because right now I browse the proposal and there are much overlap about overlap with us, and I want to know like if we are going to work together, how we could share like what they want to do.
Yeah, I think it's a very good suggestion. So Vicky, could you please ask the other two tech writer? I think we can have have both, for example, 2 minutes for each one to have a presentation. How do you think about this?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so please go ahead. I mean, you can organize the other two for asking them questions because you know there's the proposal have lots of overlap. What we should do, so you can just ask them to present and by asking questions to make your questions clear.
Are we going to do that now, or we're going to organize a meeting later so they could like browse over a proposal and think about it? I don't know. How do you think, or how do Rohitesh think? I'm not sure. It's just my proposal, and I just like want to make sure that we could best collaborate and best communicate for better communication, and make sure that if we are going to work in a team, that everyone could work the part that they are best at, they're good at. So how do you think, and how do you feel like Rohitesh?
I am open to collaborate with Simon Liao, and I liked her idea that one of the volunteers should focus more on reviewing the documentation, and the other one should focus more on writing posts, case studies, and project reports. I really liked her suggestion, and that's why I want to collaborate with her. I am okay. I am ready to split my stipend with her.
Yeah, so my suggestion is that so the Vicky, you can feel free to talk with everyone later, or you can talk right now. But I believe I will suggest you can talk to them later, and you can talk with Rohitesh first and make the decision tomorrow. Does that okay?
Yeah. Okay. So Rohitesh, I'll make a call with you later. Okay.
Works for me.
Great. And so for our tech writer who have sent a proposal to the volunteer position, the Rajiv Sinha and Ahmed Isam. So I think you can also contact the Vicky or and the Rohitesh as you wish, and help us to make the decision better. And yeah, I hope we can have more tech writer involved in our community. And let's continue for the following agenda. We have make the a detailed discussion just now, and the following is just a draft. It's not the final decision, but I just put it here for make it clear for everyone to know what we think about this following for the stipends. As we all know, the primary project is 500, and I think here is my idea is that to split the 500, we will have the base stipend for 200, and the other 100 will be as a performance stipend, and will be voted by the team. The team is means who is do this project. For example, if for the sorry, for this primary project is if there's no anything unexpected happen, the Souvik and the Shwetal will vote for the performance salary. You too will vote for this 1 kilometer um, um, money, and the calculate algorithm will something like this. I hope I have make a clear explanation here, and the goal for making this, it's just for the community and for all the tech writer to be fair, and we can make our best output for the community. And I hope it will be you think will be good. And if any of you have any question, and if any of you have any thought about this, for example, to improve it, or to let me know if you think this is not good, please definitely let me know. For now, you can just comment this meeting notes, or you can send an email to me. And I will try to have a final version in the following 2 days. So it's like it's very simple. We just split the job and have some basic salary, and we will vote for how much we contribute to the community after the project have been finished, and we will split money like something like this. And for the secondary project is also the same, but here I believe we will not use this draft. I think this is not all outdated, and maybe it's just like primary project. Yes. And please let me know if you think you have any suggestion about this. And for volunteers, it's just 500 for each. And maybe yeah, we have more qualified applications, and the final volunteer who has been selected will be decided by Vicky and Rohitesh Jain. And how to split the Stephen, I believe maybe it's just 20% to 30% for performance. I don't know. Please comment performance. Please let me know, and I will revise this version and will make the final decision later. And the last thing, yeah, because we have tried our best to reward all our tech writers who have sent the proposal to our community, but you know, we have very limited position, and there must be someone be left and cannot be selected this year. I really appreciate all the efforts that in the past months everyone have contributed to our community. So I have a proposal. I mean, I have a plan to say thank you for the tech writer who have not been final selected. As you have already voted in the Google form, I have some ideas but have not been final decided. Is that we will have some budget for thank you the writer who have not been selected finally here. And please let me know if anyone have any suggestions. And what I want to do is to make the community and the tech writer. We really want to thank you everyone here. And here the documentation style guide, I believe Vicky have already mentioned this just now. The Google have really good documentation style guide, and for our Wechaty community, we definitely should follow the Google documentation style guide, and this is the Wiki will help us to make sure this will be followed. And for the Rohitesh, this agenda, I believe we can skip for now. Please discuss this with Vicky, and I'm looking forward to see this in the new proposal in with details, so that we can make everything good. And if anyone have the comments or suggestions, please contact Rohitesh, Jain, or Vicky. And this agenda is very simple, because we are tech writer and we write documentation, and users use web pages to visit. So we are planning to provide our Google Analytics account for the tech writers who has been finally selected, so that we can monitor our website performance in real time, to help us to make the decisions, and let us know what will be helpful for building our website. We are using Google Analytics and Google Tag Manager. If anyone think we need anything for improve our website or improve our performance, please definitely let me know. I would love to help you to implement anything to make our docs better. And here, Rafi have an agenda. Actually, I believe it's 2 questions, because the time zone is difference between the tech writer, including me, and the how collaboration happen. I believe this is okay for us, because we mainly collaborating on GitHub. So we can just using pull requests and issues to discussion and see what others want to do, what others plan to do. And so that the time zone issue is not a big deal. And for the weekly meetings, I believe we can have a vote of maybe the Rohitesh will help us to make the decision to maximum the for the time for better for everyone. But for now, I think our tech writer is mainly from the time zone from the 8 Beijing time, or the 5:30 from India. So I think this time zone is very friendly for us. Yeah, and as for the number 12, I just want to see, because this is the first year our Wechaty community have been participating in Google Season of Docs 2021. If anyone wants to participate in the next year, we will definitely welcome everyone, and I hope we can meet in the next year. And of course, we will working together in the following months, maybe the following quarters. So I think we can have a very long-term relationship, the collaboration and contributing in the open source community. Yeah, so here the Rohitesh have another question. So writers should meet a new timeline after collaborating. So Rohitesh, would you like to talk about your questions here? I think it's a question that we should talk about.
Yeah, it's a question we should talk about because originally the timelines were made considering that they will be working alone on this project, and so now there's a lot of overlap between timelines, and tech writers need to divide their work. And now I think volunteers also need to divide their work and need to come up with a new proposal.
Yes, I think it's really a good suggestion, and it's definitely what we should do next. So as I just mentioned, because before today we have lots of proposals from individual tech writers. After this meeting, I believe we have a draft team plan for our following projects, which two tech writers have been teamed up. I'd like to. I think we need a new draft, and as well as Rohitesh suggested here. Rohitesh, so may I ask you to help us to collect the new proposal, the new team proposal for each of our project, which including the volunteers the proposal in your new documentation link. Can you help us to collect this the new proposals?
Yes, I can collect them.
Great, awesome. So I think everyone in the following day, please help Rohitesh to have our new proposals so that we can make the final decision after we have the new proposals, because our plan is to today's meeting we have our draft decision, and all the teams, the tech writers in each team, in each project, we need to submit a new proposal, which simply you can just merge two proposals together. But for better proposal, maybe we can have a discussion and make the proposal better, and have the team proposal send the team proposal to our mailing list, and then we can finally make the selection and announce our selection to Google. As you know, Google require us to make the final decision. If I remember right, is should the deadline is
May 17.
Sorry?
May
So-
17.
May 17.
So 70. Yes, of course. So I believe we should have maybe 3 days ahead of the deadline to make the final decision. So maybe we need to finish all the selection and announce the selection in the following 2 days. Yeah, that's almost all. And yeah, we have almost finished our agenda. The latest one is as you might notice, I have invited almost all of our tech writers to our Wechaty organization on GitHub. We have a team named Writers, which this team, we should all be invited to this team, because we will have this team to be granted some privileges to maintain our docs repo. And we also have another team named contributors. After any pull requests have been merged to our repo, you will be invited to the contributors team, which means you have contributed before. But for the writers, the writers team will be in charge of, you will have some privileges to maintain the doc site repository. So in our doc site repository, currently we have a rule that a pull request needs 3 approvement before it can be merged to our main branch. If you have been added to the writers team, you will have the right privilege to our repo. And you also can approve the pull request. Whenever you feel a pull request is ready and without any problem, you can feel free to merge the pull request. And it will be encouraged because I hope our docs repo should be a community effort, and everyone is welcome to maintain, to take the maintain responsibility and help us to help our community, help us documentation site to growth. So that's almost all. Here has another agenda added by Vasvi Sood. Yes, we should, the question is, do we have to submit the new proposal to the mailing list? I believe we should, but because this is in charge, will be taken care by Rohitesh Jain. So what do you think, Rohitesh? Do you think we should submit the new proposal to our mailing list?
I think it will be better if they submit their proposals to me.
Yeah.
So that I can collect them all and they can all be together.
Okay.
How about Shraddha?
So yeah, so could you please add, yeah, I see, could you please add a comment, a note in our meeting notes so that we can have a record for your decision and to help everyone make it clear. And here the Shraddha have a question about new proposal in the sense is with our team member. What's this mean? New proposal in the sense is the combat proposal with some team member? I think so. Do you your question about how to write a new proposal? I believe the new proposal should be a combination of our team member, the original proposal from our team member, and it should be work together with all the team members, which we have 2. So I think the team member, our 2 tech writers should work together to build our new proposal. After we have a new proposal, we should submit the proposal to our mailing list and follow the requirement from the Rohitesh Jain. Yeah, so I hope I have made the answer clear. If anyone have any question, please just write to the meeting notes. And so here have the roadmap. This is also a draft, and I will publish a new one today or tomorrow by writing a blog post for our meeting. I believe for the for here, yeah. So I believe maybe we should change this to 9, so that we can have the final decision from Wechaty community, so that we can have some ahead of time for the deadline. Final selection. And I believe that's all. That's all for everyone. The time to attend the meeting, and thank you everyone for interesting for participating in our Wechaty Google Season of Docs of this year. The agenda is almost done, and I'd like to invite everyone to open the camera, and I hope we can take a group photo here so that we can have a memory, great memory of our meeting today. So yeah, please smile just like Vicky. We can smile and have a better group photo together. And everyone, please open your camera, and so that we can take a group photo. Let's just wait some other typewriter for opening their camera. Great. So we just left 4. We will wait them for some time, for maybe for 30 minutes. And I will try to take some photo for now. It's really good. So please, everyone smile. Great. Let's just save this photo and take another one. Just a moment. I will open my. Yeah, great. Let's take another one. Smile typewriters. Good, great. Awesome. So maybe we will not wait the other to open the camera. And thank you all for today's meeting. Oh, David, I see David. Could you please let's open camera again, because we just have David and Somi. Yeah. Awesome. So let's take a new photo. And let's smell again. Smell. Yes, awesome. We have another new contributor here. So we take another one, and we will finish this group photo agenda. Smell, cheese. Good, awesome. And yes, thank you everyone for joining the meeting. And for our Wechaty Google Season of Docs, we need everyone to take action in the following day to submit the new proposal to our mailing list, and follow the requirement from our volunteers like Vicky and Rohitesh, so that we can submit our Wechaty community final decision to Google. I hope we can make the final decision before 10. I mean before 11. So let's just be prepared for the coming summer. Okay, thank you all.
I have a question, sir. Basically, it's not very clear to me. Do both the teammates have to make a single proposal, or they have to submit individual proposals?
Sorry, what's your question? Do you ask?
Both the teammates have to make a single proposal, or they have to submit their individual proposals?
We need the tech writer to submit the team proposal because we
Okay.
already have the individual proposal. So in the next, the proposal should be work together by the team members, and we will have one proposal for one project, and the proposal should be prepared with the collaborating between the team members.
Thanks a lot, sir.
Yeah, you're welcome. So is there any other questions here?
Yes, I have a question, Juan.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, is this the finalized results? Yeah, as you said, it's a draft results, right? Is it a finalized result? Can you verify it? So that we can collaborate with the team members and create a new proposal.
Yes, sorry, because could you please write your question in our meeting notes so I can make sure I will be able to understand it without any problem?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, and our meeting, I believe our meeting have finished today. So if anyone have no questions, please feel free to chat with others or just leave this meeting. And really thank you everyone for attending. If you are leaving, just say bye-bye to you. See you next time.
So the secondary project members were left. We were about to discuss them at the end of the meeting.
So Vasvi, I'd like to suggest if you have question, could you please write your question in our notes so that we can discuss based on the text.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. So I believe here we have the questions and we can order this. So Vasvi, so your question is, do we have to submit the new? Yes. Volunteers. And so Shraddha, the new proposal in the Siemens proposal. Yes, we should have one proposal for one project written by two team members together. And the Sajen have the team member for the sub projects and primary projects have been finalized. When the final results will be announced so that we can collaborate. I believe it's almost finalized. Except if you fail to submit new proposals. So we have made a draft selection, I believe, for most of our projects, and some projects we will need to make additional selection from our team writers who have already been selected. So I believe the selection is almost finalized, and it will be finalized after all the proposals have been submitted. So I hope I can answer your question. The announcement, I believe, will be in the 2 days which is maybe is the 11, maybe it will be the 11, but we should collaborate with each other right now to make a better communication and yeah, and make everything clear for each other.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, hello, Yuan.
Hey, hello, Rajiv.
Yeah, like I want to ask when other volunteer will contact me. Like I've applied for volunteering. I cannot write on the doc. I don't have access.
Could you please write your question in?
No, like
our...
I don't have access of document. Like I didn't get the access.
You have no permission.
I've requested the access writing document. Like I don't have access to write.
You have no access, but this docs is open for everyone on internet. It's not require any permission.
It's asking for request access, like in that document link.
The link, I can send the link through the Zoom. I believe you can just documentation by click the link. Have you seen the link? I have sent it in Zoom chat. Yeah, so we will continue the question. Oh, sorry. I believe maybe the permission. I don't know the permission.
Yeah, it's not public.
It's not public. I will try to fix it. Sorry about this. I don't know restricts. Yeah. What? Why? I don't know why. Anyone with the link.
Actually, the deadline for proposal was 30th April, and I think Rajiv applied at 5th or 6th April. Is he eligible to apply?
Sorry.
I think
which question?
It's not in questions. I think the deadline was 30th April, and Rajiv applied after 5th or 6th April. Is he eligible to apply?
Like I apply on my 5th or 6th month.
Yeah, so let me answer these questions first. Have the primary finalized? And I really like to hear, but on the list, writer for intro explain haven't been chosen yet. Haven't been chosen yet? Introduction? Oh yeah, this introduction is Chris. So Chris, for your question, if you
I'm
want
here.
to, but if you want to participate in the introduction and explanations, I think you should contact the Joseph Mawa, because as we in our meeting, the Joseph Mawa will decide who will team up with him. So I think you should submit your proposal to our mailing list and make sure that Joseph can receive and read your proposal.
So it's like I'm going to talk to him first, right?
Sorry, I think you should contact the Joseph Mawa and let him know what you want to have a team.
Okay, so he can better decide. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, thank you.
yeah, you're welcome. And for the question from Vasvi, the second writer had the meeting. Oh yes, I have. Could you kindly second? So which project? Which project? The second writer from which project? Vasvi.
Basically, so you said that the secondary writers would be discussed later on at the end of the meeting. So I was just asking if you could announce them.
So I have which project we need now?
I think for the landing pages and um, and I think the and the introduction, the secondary writers would have were to be announced.
Here.
Yeah, yes, sir.
I believe for the yes, I believe for the landing page, we have talked with Sajen to select a collaborator. I believe the Sajen makes the selection here. Sajen, are you here?
Yes, Juan, I'm here.
Yeah, great. So could you confirm you selected Arnab Saha together with
Yes,
you?
I have selected Arnab Saha, but I don't think so. He's in the meeting, so I don't know how to contact him to collaborate and write.
I am in the meeting.
Oh, okay, good. Can I contact you in the jitter for collaboration about our project for landing page, so that we can collaborate and write project proposal as Huan said?
Okay, sure.
Sure. Okay. Huan, I have confirmed Arnab Sava for landing proposals for that landing page of Wechaty.
So if the surgeon selects Arnab Saha, could you two please make sure to confirm you each other agree to collaborate with each other by writing your name under the other's name in our meeting
Yeah,
notes?
sure. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so after write the name under each other, we can be confirmed. We can confirm.
Arnab, can you write?
Oh yeah, I'm writing.
Okay, Juan, I have a doubt.
Sorry?
I have a doubt about is it possible to run a WeChat bot inside our WeChat website itself as I proposed before?
Sorry, what do you say? What the WeChat for what?
For the tutorial for our primary project, is it possible to run WeChat bot directly inside our WeChat instead of making a sandbox environment on Gitpod environment?
Yeah, I think everything is possible. So we can discuss this later. You can send the email to mailing list or direct to me.
Sure. Thank you.
Well, you are welcome. And yeah, so for this decision, we have make the final decision. The landing page, we have a team with 2 tech writers. And I don't think, oh, Joseph. So are you still here, Joseph Mawa? Okay, so maybe we can send an email later for the Chris here from the Joseph Mawa to confirm this team, and this have been confirmed. So how to guys have been confirmed, reference have been confirmed. So for the question from okay, questions. questions from the Vasvi. Do you think there have other second writers to be announced, but they have not been announced yet?
I think so. You have announced all of them now.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So they are good. Um, Next question is Shraddha. Could you please once read up the team member's name at the end of meeting so that we can contact them and prepare combined proposal? I believe Sarvajith, are you here?
Yes, Juan. I think Vasvi asked the same question, so I am clear now.
Yeah. Could you can you get the team name from the above meeting notes, because we have already have all the names here, and according to our meeting, I believe you can get all the names from our projects. Uh, does that can that resolve your question?
Yes, Juan. Yeah.
Yeah, great, great. Thank you. And Rohitesh, am I selected as a volunteer? Let we see, Rohitesh, the volunteer. Rohitesh and Vicky. Rohitesh and Vicky. Yes, I think so. I believe yes, unless and you need to submit a new group team proposal, right? Combined with Vicky.
Yeah,
as
for me.
Yeah. So did this answer your question?
Yes, this answers my question.
Great, great. So we are good. And Abhishek, can we start preparing for the new project proposal? So which project are you working for? I will check. So which project? This project. No, this project. Yes, you are in the how to guide, right? How to guide. So, Abhishek, are you here?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, may I confirm with you? You are the tech writer for our how to guide, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So I believe we need to prepare for the how to guide proposal.
Okay.
And the proposal, which you need to work with your teammates to build together and send this final team proposal to our mailing list.
Okay, sure, definitely. It would be really nice to collaborate with.
Okay, great. And the last question is Rajiv, when will the selected volunteer select third volunteer? Yeah, I believe the third volunteer will be selected by Rohitesh and Vicky, because currently they two has been confirmed as a volunteer, and whether we need the third volunteer is will be decided by them. I mean, by the Rohitesh and Vicky, and if they believe we need the third, they will make the selection for who will be the third volunteer. I hope I have answered your question. Rajiv, are you here?
Yeah, Yuan. Yeah.
Yeah. So, am I make? Did I make the question answer clear for you?
Yeah, I understood.
Yeah, great. So great. You leave the contact, Rohitesh and Vicky. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So we have no more questions. Is there anyone have more questions? No. Yeah, great. So we have our meeting. Oh, it's a little long, 3 hours. So I hope everyone have a great day. And if you have any questions after the meeting, please feel free to contact me by sending email to our mailing list or sending message to our Gitter channel. So that's all. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Bye bye. Thank you, Vicky.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Rahadaha.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye, Sajen. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Jaya. Bye bye. See you next time.
Bye. Thank you, Yuan.
Yeah, thank you. You're welcome, Rajiv. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye bye, Rohitesh.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye, Shwetal, Soni. Bye bye.
Bye, Yuan. Thank you.
You're welcome, Souvik. Bye bye.
Hello, Yuan. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Good.
Yeah. Just to be sure. What if I'm not selected? How can I contribute? Just in
Oh,
case.
you have not been selected yet, right?
What if? Yeah.
What if? Okay.
Because I'm really interested to contribute. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah. You're welcome to asking this question. And I think we will definitely welcome you to contribute. And if you have not selected by this our Wechaty season of dogs, I think if you still want to contribute, you have two ways to do that. First, I believe you can try to find something important for our community, and you can send a new proposal to us if we believe this should be improved and it's very important. I think we can add a new tech writer position. But I don't know if we have. I mean, if you can find something we really interested in together. But if you like, you can try. And secondly, anytime you can feel free to contribute, and definitely we will welcome your contribution.
Because of course, I also don't want to waste others' time. That's why I'm really asking and being frank, so that in case I have something, in case I can help, I could start right away.
Yeah. So how about let's just see the final selection, and I'd like to suggest you to just contact our already selected tech writer to see if
Okay.
we will select you at first. And secondly, after the announcement of our final selection, and if you have not been selected, you can feel free to send an email to me and draft something what you think, you can contribute, and we can discuss later through email. How do you think about it?
Okay, okay. So the best thing I can do now is to contact Joseph and send a new proposal to our mailing list, right?
Yeah, yeah. So just
Okay.
follow them. Yeah.
Yeah, but what if he did not he does not reply because we have different time zones. It is possible that he might not see my email right away, and I think you're going to select tomorrow, right?
Sorry,
The
you mean
sele- the, f- the
the
final
team?
selection. When are you guys going to decide?
The same. I mean, I think the final selection will be made in the following 2 days. And for the time zone, if you follow up them in our mailing list, and also you can just copy, CC them. I think 2 days will be enough to some basic communication.
Yeah, yeah, I will contact him right away. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. So you're welcome to send the email to me for the future discussion if you have not been selected in the Google Season of Docs, the final announcement. And I'd like to discuss with you if we have other opportunities.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for your time. Thanks. Bye.
You're
I'll
welcome.
submit right
Bye-bye.
away. Thank you.
Yeah, have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Bye.